Hello and welcome to Coastal Wide Productions. We are in our remote studio at the 2024 Florida Floodplain Managers Association Conference. And we are doing our new podcast. It's called Flood Facts, Myths, and Monsters. And I want to introduce you to the host of Flood Facts, Myths, and Monsters, Denise Boning.
Thanks, Steve, for the introduction. This is our final day at the Florida Floodplain Managers Conference in beautiful Sandestin. If you're still here, you haven't enjoyed the golf yet, by all means, check it out. This morning, I saw a pod of dolphins swim by. It was just absolutely delightful.
Right there in the bay.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Excellent.
It was lovely. It was lovely. So I have the honor to sit here this morning with John John Stockham. And please tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, who you're with, and what you do.
Correct. Okay. Then thank you. My name is John Stockham, and I'm actually with CPH Engineering in Sanford. It's actually a multidisciplinary firm, so A&E, Architecture and Engineering. Mm-hmm. I'm a project manager in the Land Development Office. Been there for about 1 year now. May 8th will be 1 year. And that is after the career that I had with Volusia County government. I was there for 18 years.
Oh, wow.
First in the zoning office and then eventually the land development office.
Okay.
And it was during the time in the land development office that I pursued the CFM certification. And so I've been a CFM certified floodplain manager since 2014. So about 10 years now.
Okay. All right. So around, let me see, I think I got my CFM around that time as well.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank
Something
you.
like that. Yeah.
And then this has been a great conference.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's the last day. I can't believe how fast these conferences
I know,
go.
they do, don't they?
I just remember checking in on Monday evening, and now all of a sudden the place is almost empty.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that strange? It's like, it's so weird, you know?
Right. I just walked out of the elevation certificate class. And
Yeah,
it was a
how
good
was it?
refresher for me.
Yeah.
You always learn something new and notice something new in the forums.
Yeah, that's true. Those classes, I mean, even if you think you know it, just taking the class, even if you think you know everything about elevation certificates, there's always like a tidbit you can pick up
Correct.
and learn. Yeah.
Right, and the way we learned how Santa Rosa County handles it and their standard operating procedures and things like that.
Oh, that's good to know. Oh, that's awesome.
Right.
That's excellent. So have you gone to every conference since you've become a CFM the last 10 years or?
Either in person or virtually, I have.
Okay.
And the last 3 years were virtual. Mm-hmm. 2020 obviously was the virtual year because of the COVID-19 virus. And then 2021 was hybrid as well as 22 and 23.
Yeah.
So had to do those virtual because the county government saw, well, it's a lot less expensive
Of course.
for you to sit at your desk for 8 hours each day for
Yeah.
3-4 days than to send you and pay for your hotel and the meals and fuel. And
Yeah, but it's not as much fun.
Right, not as much fun. And this year there was not the virtual option. And with my new company, the deal was that if I spoke at one of the events, taught one of the courses for a half hour, then that way they in turn would sponsor my trip.
Oh, nice.
So,
That's
correct.
really nice. So what is your best memory of a conference?
I was thinking about that conference at St. Augustine years ago at the St. John's Convention Center, East Coast of Florida.
Yeah.
And there was something really unique about that conference. I think that was my second or third in-person conference.
Yeah.
And I had to drive to it, and I stayed a couple nights there. But I remember we toured historic downtown St. Augustine, Florida, which is basically considered the oldest city in the country.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Because it's the longest running established city in the country, in the United States. And a lot of those structures are below the base flood elevation, a lot of the historic structures.
Yeah.
And that's when I found out that there's a multi-billion-dollar industry of elevating structures all around the United States, especially historic ones.
Yeah.
And I thought, wow, this can really be a big industry, a big opportunity to get into. And that's when I really started to take this seriously, that this is not just another certification at the end of your last name, that this is a serious business.
Hi, my name is Steve Boning, president of Coastal Waterways. For over 15 years, our firm has provided engineering, floodplain management, and resiliency services within a coastal and marine environment. Our services include natural and hardened shoreline stabilization and restoration, dredging and marine structure engineering and permitting, community vulnerability assessments, and GIS analysis and numerical modeling. We are proud to sponsor Flood, Facts, Myths, and Monsters. Now let's get back to the show.
Yeah, that is true, and it's growing.
Yes.
It
Thankfully.
is. Yeah, that's it. I think in that sense, we kind of have job protection, if you want to call it that, because there's always going to be a need for what we do.
And a lot of the cities and counties are finally catching up that they need the certified floodplain manager, they need the floodplain administrator.
Yeah.
They should be in the CRS, the community rating system program.
Yeah.
They should also have a coordinator or backup person that's learning everything.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, that's very true. So if we were to make a Hollywood movie out of the Florida Floodplain Managers Association, what actor should we hire to play you?
Well, initially I thought Brad Pitt could be somebody,
Oh, yeah,
or even Matt Damon if he puts his glasses back on.
Oh, I love it. Yes. We have a wonderful cast coming here. This is going to be an awesome Hollywood movie.
Excellent, outstanding. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to keep you any longer because I know you have a very long ride.
Yes,
I really appreciate you coming on.
My pleasure.
And we'll talk to you soon. Have a safe trip.
Thank you, Denise. Take care.